Bernice Talaferro here. Welcome back to the Psalm 42 Gathering Place. All right, everybody, bring it in. Grab your coffee, tea, find your seat. Because tonight, I want to talk to the ones who love God but still feel unsettled. Have you ever been in a season where nothing is necessarily falling apart, but nothing feels settled either? Like your life is moving, but your soul is still searching? The writer in Psalm 42 says it's like the deer that pants for the streams of water. So my soul searches for you, oh God. That's not a peaceful scripture. That's a thirsty one. That's not someone sitting by the water. That's someone searching for it. And what many people don't realize is this: the same kind of spiritual thirst in Psalm 42 is the backdrop of the book of Ruth. Because Ruth doesn't begin in peace. It begins in a time when everything was out of order. In the days where the judges ruled. Ruth 1:1 begins. This refers to the period in the book of Judges before Israel had kings. And there was a cycle. The people would turn away from God. Chaos would and oppression would ensue. They would be captured. God would raise up a judge, a deliverer. Temporary peace would occur. And then the cycle would repeat itself. Everyone did what was right in their own eyes. Judges 21:25 says. That means no consistent leadership, moral confusion, spiritual instability, people led by their feelings instead of truth. So when Ruth begins here, it's not a peaceful backdrop. It's a time of disorder, famine, and uncertainty. Why this matters for Ruth's story? Because this is where it gets powerful for this message. Right in the middle of national confusion, personal loss for Naomi and Ruth, famine in the land, God is still working a redemptive plan. Because out of this story comes restoration for Naomi, identity covering for Ruth, and ultimately the lineage of King David, which led to Jesus Christ. Ruth didn't begin in a blessed season. It began in a broken system. And God will write a redemptive story in the middle of a culture that has lost its way. What does that mean spiritually? In the days when the judges ruled is equal to a time when people were out of alignment, but God was still ordering steps behind the scenes. Even when people are doing what's right in their own eyes, God is still doing what's right according to his own plan. The book of Ruth doesn't start in a miracle. It starts in a mess. It doesn't open with provision. It opens with famine. It doesn't begin with clarity. It begins in a time when everybody is doing what is right in their own eyes. So now you have it. Now you have to read Ruth differently from now on. This is not just a love story. This is a story of survival in a spiritually unstable environment. Even when people are out of order, though, God is still ordering steps. Naomi wasn't just dealing with loss. She was living in a time where there was no stability to support her healing. So her pain wasn't just personal. It was happening in a broken system. And some of you are trying to figure out why your season feels heavy. It's not just what you're going through. It's the environment that you're going through it in. Hear me. If you're not careful, you'll start thinking something is wrong with you when really you've just been trying to heal in a place that doesn't support wholeness. And right in the middle of all that instability, God sends a woman named Ruth. Not from the system, but assigned to it. Because when God is ready to restore, he doesn't wait for the environment to get better. He sends purpose right into it. All right. Before we go, let me leave you with this, because this isn't just about Ruth. This is about us. So let me leave you with some life coaching tips. Number one, discern your environment. Everything that you're feeling isn't always internal. Sometimes it's external, environmental. Ask yourself, am I broken, or am I in a place that's out of alignment? Number two, forcing clarity in chaotic seasons. Stop forcing that. You just frustrate yourself trying to make sense of a season that's unstable and designed to be unstable. Clarity doesn't come from control, it comes from alignment. Number three, honor your spiritual thirst. That longing you feel, that restlessness, that's not confusion, that's direction. Your soul is not wandering, it's searching. And number four, prepare for your purpose in unstable places. Ruth didn't wait for the environment to improve. She moved with purpose inside of it. You don't need perfect conditions. You need alignment and ordered steps. My final closing, even in a season where everything feels out of order, God is still ordering steps. So don't rush this season. Don't fight the process. Just stay aligned. I'll see you next week, right here, for a continuation of the Book of Ruth.